Now let's take the conversation over to South Africa, where 4 people have been killed and a journalist attacked and robbed during a violent delivery protest in a South African township. The angry residents of Tembisa took to the streets on Monday morning to complain about the electricity woes. By late afternoon yesterday, the angry mob torched a municipal building.
At least 2 of the protesters were killed during a crossfire between the Metro Police and demonstrators. The protesting residents wanted the mayor to attend to them and vowed that they would not stop until she arrived. A strong police presence has now been deployed to the area. Now, joining us this morning is journalist and editor Dr. Candice Bailey to give us more on what's going on over there. Good morning, Dr. Candice. Thanks for joining us.
Morning, also morning, Ali. Morning, Alo.
All right, so quickly share with us, what's the latest in Tembisa?
The latest, we're not sure what's happening this morning, also, but what we do know is that by late last night, there was a very strong police presence deployed to the area. 4 people dead, as you said. 2 people, what we understand, have died in the crossfire. 2, we are still unsure what the circumstances were around their death. We know that the Independent Police Directorate are investigating the deaths. So we know that the Metro Police Cop has admitted to shooting one of the men. Now, the residents have said that they are not going to stop until the mayor comes to see them. Now, their biggest concern is around a free allocation of electricity in the suburb. And what we understand is that free allocation has been dropped, and they are saying that they cannot afford the current electricity tariffs and that they want that free allocation back, and that they want the mayor to actually come and address them about this issue. They've been on it since Friday, and they don't want to stop until she comes to address them.
All right, you're saying that they are insisting that the mayor comes to address them. Has the mayor come to address them yet?
So from what we understand, the mayor has met with the Tembisa Community Forum on it, but she hasn't actually addressed the residents themselves, and the residents want to be addressed directly. What the mayor has done is that yesterday, Tanya Campbell issued a statement in which she said that she called for calm in the township, and she did say that she cannot be everywhere. But she said that it appears that there are some criminal elements that are involved in this protest, and that they have been orchestrating these deadly strikes. She has said that she has appointed a team of people to deal with the residents of Tembisa, but it doesn't look like she's actually meeting directly with the residents herself, no.
All right, there's also stories that a journalist was attacked. Can you clarify that and tell us about it?
Indeed, there was one journalist attacked yesterday also. What we found out is that the journalist is working for News 24, the outlet. He was arriving in Tembisa to cover the protest yesterday. And on his arrival, he was accosted by a man who was then later joined by a couple of other men who then threatened him at knife point, took his camera, took his gear, took his personal belongings. We know that his wallet was returned to him, but that his gear is obviously gone. He is traumatized, and he is going through the necessary trauma counseling that journalists would go through once they are subjected to attack. But it is what appears a criminal element that crept into the protest yesterday.
Oh, that's a sad one, and we can relate personally to this, of course, because it is our colleague and someone in our line of work. Let's talk about the reaction so far. Has there been any political reaction to what's happened in the township?
Well, in addition to the mayor issuing a statement yesterday calling for calm, Oliver, we also saw the EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighters, send out a statement calling on the Ekurhuleni Metro Police to not be trigger happy, to exercise restraint in dealing with the protesters in Tembisa. You know, they were saying that it is quite the fact that we don't know what's happened to the 2 people, and that 2 lives have already been lost was 2 lives too many. And they were saying that, you know, they need to just exercise restraint in dealing with the protesters who are unhappy about an issue, a service delivery issue that clearly has not been sorted out for more than a week.
All right. I just, as quickly as possible, tempers seem to be flaring a lot in South Africa in the last, few weeks. Of course, we spoke about the tavern issues, and then, there's a story on sexual assault, that was also in the news this morning. But is there something that might be going on, in the air in South Africa?
I think it's just the economic climate at the moment, also. I think people are struggling. I think we've come out of the COVID-19 pandemic. People were struggling during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our economic circumstances have not lifted. Unemployment's at an all-time high in South Africa. It's really just a difficult time for many South Africans. You've also seen load shedding in recent times. You've seen electricity increases, food price increases. People are just, it's a difficult time for people to cope. And I think that they are taking to the streets to say, can we get some relief? Can we get some support from government in this difficult time?
All right, Dr. Candice Bailey, thank you very much for joining us this morning and sharing the updates on that story. And if there are further updates, we look forward to having you join us back again.
Thanks so much.